Hey guys, and we are live. I'm not sure if many people or if the actual invite has gone out to many people, but welcome to Mixed. This is where we mix the things that you want, right? So let's just freaking do this, right? While everybody joins in, I'll just introduce the host. We've got Rudi here. Welcome, Rudi.
Hello. Sorry, microphone is on mute. How's it, everybody? I'm here.
And we've got Liam here as well. And we've got a new member in the TAV team, which is Mohammed. Welcome, Mohammed.
Hi, guys. How's it, Theo? How's it, everyone? Good
It's
to be part of the team.
now it's his first live show, guys, so we'll take it easy on him. And then Deetz said Deetz is just a little bit late. He'll be there, or he'll be in here, just now. So he said he was in the car on his way back home. So I expect him to pop in while we're busy. So let me just welcome the people in chat. What's up, Daytime Frank? Pierre de Beer, hey. Emily Briggs, what's up? Tashi K, nice to have you here. Thanks so much for joining, guys. So what is this? We have put a post up on Facebook where we asked, everybody on the mixologist group, what recipes do they want to see us create in a live show? And there was quite a couple of options there. I think the two favorite options were cannoli milkshake, and then right at the top was fruit juice, tropical fruit juice. Okay, before we just carry on, Deetz is here. Welcome, Deetz.
Good day, mates. How are you guys doing?
Wrong show.
How's it, Deetz?
All right, so we've already welcomed everybody in chat. So what happened was we had a poll vote on mixologist, and tropical fruit juice is the one that got the top amount of votes, or the most amount of votes, and that's really where we want to kick off. A few more people that have joined out in chat. Jeff Lawson, how you doing? Roger Ellis, Robert Cockrell, welcome, guys. So yeah, we're going to be doing tropical fruit juice, and I think for us, it's still warm here in South Africa. So the people that are vaping fruity style vapes, it's still a thing here. I think it will become less and less popular as it starts cooling down. But the fruity vapes is still a huge thing over here, especially now. So, I think the guys in South Africa, as well as the guys in America, who is now going into summer, and the UK as well. What's the weather like in the UK now, Liam?
A little bit overcast. We've had a couple of warm days, which is why I've started releasing some spring, summertime sort of recipes. But yeah, it's going up and down like it always does with the UK. It'll probably start chucking it down tomorrow. Probably really start raining.
But what is the temperature, roundabout at the moment?
So around about 16, 17. We did get up to about 23 the other day. So
nice hot day
for the UK, yeah.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, but cool, man. So yeah, guys, let's talk about. Has anybody got any new gear in? What is everybody vaping on?
Zeus X and the Puma, quite a nice light mod, and the Zeus X. Yeah, Rudi knows about it.
Deetz is showing us something there, but he's muted.
Deetz, what do you got, Deetz?
I broke my intake spare glass and I couldn't find one at 3 vape shops, so I ended up buying the Berserker 1.5.
Oh wow!
Yeah, boy.
Very cool, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
And I've had a Revenant Cartel Revenant mod for a few years that I won with the Joburg Vape Meet. But the latch broke, and since then I've never used it. So I used it a couple of times. Last night I decided I'm going to stick batteries in and just super glue it shut. And this mod is just such a comfortable mod. So I'm happy vaping on the
It's
new
cool.
tank
It's
and
got
my
such a
old
cool
good
resin.
mod.
It's got a
Damn.
nice resin panel, both sides. Pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's
I
cool
thought
resin.
I thought I'd lost my mod the other day, so I went out and bought myself a little Wasp Nano
Oh wow.
Yeah.
to sit on top of a Raven Mods. It's a handcrafted mod by a UK mod maker. So it's a squonk, but I'm a very lazy squonker. I haven't even got a bottle. I'm just dripping at the moment.
Welcome, Richard.
Richard in the house.
Richard in the house. Dude, we didn't even know that you're going to
Yeah,
be
he
here.
just creeped in like
We underestimated your sneakiness.
he didn't even say, guys, I'm joining in the chat.
And I think Richard, somebody's got the YouTube open. I can hear it on the microphone.
That's not the new guy.
It's not the new guy. Who the hell is it?
It ain't me.
Yeah,
So,
it's you, Deetz.
Yeah, bro.
Rudi, you bought some new gear as well, right?
Yeah, there was
Tell us
I
about the
demonstrated
ocular.
new ocular by Twisted Misses and God, who's the other one? And Orkvape. The new RDA 25 millimeter, and I was rather disappointed after the hype around it. It's not. I mean, it's okay if you have a few RDAs, but if this is going to be your first RDA, this ocular, I wouldn't recommend it. It's very difficult to build on. And once you get it going, the flavor is alright, but it's just a pain in the ass. It's a very difficult RDA to use. So I won't be buying another one.
What does it look like?
I don't have it on me. It's downstairs, so it's silver. So there's a silver and a black version with a very short, stubby cap. The only good thing about it is that it's got very big screws inside on the build deck, and I think that's probably the best thing about it are the screws. There's nothing else that I could find positive about it. Besides the box. The box is also very pretty, but that's about it.
When I had a look at it, it looks similar to the Goon, not the OG Goon, but
Yeah.
the one after that.
The airflow,
Airflow, yeah.
it's like a turbine engine for a jet fighter. If you have all of them open, you can almost not. I mean, it's almost impossible to vape on it. It is so airy that you can't get anything in. When you close it down to 2, it's manageable. But if you close it on 1, it's almost there's nothing. So there's I don't know. I think it needs some work, and hopefully there'll be a V2 in 20 years. But this current one, it hasn't worked.
And so I'm vaping a new e-liquid. I haven't vaped this before. Has anybody tried this? This is Juicy Licks Havana Nights. It's a
tobacco, yeah.
It's an MTL tobacco.
Yeah.
It's actually quite good. It's like I'm also interested to, release a little bit more tobacco stuff. Myself and Deetz are working on a collaboration. So I wanted to see what's happening with the tobaccos in the commercial scene. And this is really good. It's like it's got a smoky ashiness to it, but the actual tobacco flavor is quite light. In the MTL, right? It's quite light, but it's the dryness is really nicely covered up. So the whole mix just really hangs together extremely well. I'm thoroughly enjoying this, and I mean this is a 30, but this is 30 mils, and I think it was like $200 or something. So it's an expensive little exercise,
There is a follow-up to that one. It's called Havana Gold, which is pretty much Havana Nights with custard. Yeah, I've tried it. I haven't tried the MTL version, but just tried the normal 3mg. It's got that thick custard with that tobacco back note. It's pretty cool. It's quite nice. It's a desserty tobacco, you know.
Yeah, so
Something I try.
talking about tobacco, I mixed up a Boba's Boba's Bounty sort of homage clone by chemical burn victim. I've had it steeping for about 2 weeks and it's really coming together. So really, really nice mix on all the flavors. So it's called Fed's Reward, a tribute to Boba's Bounty. So, I mean, it's got this very peculiar tobacco sort of granola mix to it. He uses a little bit of graham cracker in there to cut the various tobaccos. And it's a Hang Seng heavy recipe. And one of the ingredients in there is a magic mix by Hang Seng. And what it adds is this almost a raisin note, which makes the mix rather intriguing. So it's got this weird raisin and granola type vibe to it, which is very nice in a tobacco. Tobacco is nice and mild. It's not an overpowering tobacco. The raisin is a little bit heavy, so it's got a slight sour astringency to it, but a very nice mix if you want to give it a go. Fed's Reward.
Cool. And then finally, Deetz, how is that Berserker treating you?
It is awesome, man. I'm loving it. I forgot actually how strong 8 milligram is. So there's a few times I crashed on my couch and just had to lie down for a bit because of this thing. It hits way harder than I expected. And I'm used to vaping MTL with my Siren. I had the Cthulhu before that, which leaked after a while. And the Saver MTL, that's my wife's, but I didn't enjoy that one. So from all three, plus this one now, this is just, it beats everything on every level. Flavor, the draw. I mean, this thing just feels and looks solid. The vape is very comfortable.
Cool, yeah.
Airflow is great, man. I mean, just everything. So I keep taking too many puffs from this thing with the 8 milligrams. So I've got to mix again with some 6 milligram. Unfortunately, I ended up mixing like for the next 2 months of MTL with 8 milligrams. So I'm stuck with that now for a while.
The draw on it, the draw on it is just everything, right?
It is awesome.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, I don't care. I mean, it has its problems, right? So when you close it up here at the top and you screw it down, you have like droplets, on the top here. But, I've just gotten used to wiping that off. Other than that, if you build it right, it doesn't leak. And when you fill it up, you have to kind of like screw it in like upside down.
I don't even do that with this.
Oh, really? I do it. I still do it with this. I actually didn't like my Berserker at all because I like the draw, I like the flavor, but I had a problem with it flooding as soon as I fill it up to the top and then screwing it down. But if you fill it up to the top and screwing it down, upside down, it actually doesn't leak. So it's working.
I'm getting none of that, and I'm using 6040 VGPG, so this works very well. I also didn't really make the wick too thick. So I thinned it out quite a bit. And the only thing I still get from yours is when you close it, obviously, if there's a lot of residue on the cap, when you close it, you've just got to wipe that down. But I mean, that's the same with my Serpent as well, the Serpent SMM. Anything with a top cap with lots of threads. That's why I like the intake a lot. It just puts down and clips and it's in, where everything with the screw, the Serpent, I have to sometimes flip upside down to also close it, or I get flooding. But that happened more with my Manta than this. So top airflow, man. But this Berserker is it's so far really good.
Yeah, I'm digging it as well. It's become our daily, So I never thought I'd start thinking more about mouth to lung vapes than direct lung stuff. But I'm doing way more MTL lately,
What is it called? Berserker 1.5. What is it?
Yeah, the new one. I've got the old. This is the old one. This is the first one.
Yeah.
Right. So this one over here is the first Berserker, but the 1.5 is pretty much exactly the same thing.
Right.
It just, small little improvements that they made on it. Okay, guys. So shall we?
Got a metal glass. Well, not necessarily.
Oh, yes.
Exactly a glass.
Yeah, it's
Maybe you can show us that metal piece that's literally like a chunk of metal, but you won't see your liquid, but it looks pretty cool. Yeah.
So Deetz, just unmute yourself there. Deetz having problems there. The Deetster.
There we go. Okay, I'm using input director over 2 computers, so it gets stuck sometimes.
Yeah.
So this is the
It's a
little
cool
solid
engraving.
ring you get.
Yeah.
And from a few reviews I've read, look at the one thing is, yes, you can't see your liquid, but if you're using the replay function with stainless steel, it doesn't matter because you won't get a dry burn when it's empty. So that could work for temperature control. And it looks cool, but yeah, I'd like to see the level.
Okay, guys, so let's freaking do this, right? Fruit juice, tropical fruit juice. This is just the conceptual show. So everybody in chat, if while we're talking, if you have any inspiration or any ideas, just post it all in chat. For the people watching the replay of this, if you have any concepts that you want to make part of this whole exercise to create the ultimate tropical juice, then put that in comments below. But what have you guys been thinking? I mean, there's that obvious idea of the South African drink Tropika, which we can start off the conversation with.
Yeah, so Tropika, Tropika is sort of an institution here, although I haven't tasted it or drank it for about probably a good 10, 15 years because I don't take any sugar. I can remember Tropika being a lightly fruited. The original was the orange, and it was mixed with a bit of dairy. But as somebody said, it can't possibly be real dairy because it will obviously curdle. So it's a dairy-based drink with a bit of orange juice, and I see there's a whole range of them now. It's pineapple and peach and apricot and a whole lot. But it's always been very sweet. It's a very smooth drink. It's almost like a frullata, so a little bit of ice cream and a bit of fruit as an idea. But Tropika itself, I mean, what I can remember, it was always refreshing and sweet and fruity, lightly fruited.
What I was thinking, it's not something I've actually tried myself because I don't think it's something we can get in the UK. So what I was thinking was perhaps going back old school and using a little bit of TFA orange cream as the base of that.
It might be too thick because Tropika is actually mixed with skimmed milk and reconstituted skimmed milk. I checked out the ingredients today, and it's the one that's probably the most popular one, as Theo mentioned, is the peach and orange, right?
No, you just get peach, and then you get. I think you get a peach, and then you get an orange.
And then there's the red berries.
Pineapple, and the red berries, right? Yeah.
The red berry I like because it actually has flavor. Where the others, the reason why I don't like that is because of the skimmed milk taste, and I don't like unleaded milk. If I wanted milk that tasted like water, I would have added water to my milk. So in general, I don't like skimmed milk. So
that's the thing.
The red berry has an intense flavor.
Yeah, it's that watered down milk.
Just by the way, that peach one, if you look on the website for Tropika, the peach one contains orange juice. I think orange juice probably runs through all of them. That's the basis of it. It says there, so ingredients: water, skimmed milk, reconstituted orange juice in the peach variant.
I tried, creating like a orange cream cool vape once, and I tried out all these how can I say creamsicle kind of flavors, and the Flavor West one reminded me a little bit of Tropika, like a Tropika base.
The orange dream bar by Flavor West. Yeah, I've got this one here. The orange. So the just on Liam's suggestion was the orange cream. On the orange cream, I get a very floral sort of almost a rosy note from it. And the orange dream bar has a more orangey, like proper orange flavor. I don't know what that rose is in in the orange cream concentrate.
Okay, so I'm gonna put that down there, down over here. It's just the potential. What are you guys thinking? So, of course, Tropika is one concept that we can talk about. Is there any other ideas that you guys have?
Okay, I'll give you my Tropika idea. I thought stick to my favorite, mango, but I thought do a mango cocoa pine, and then that is your fruit base. You can lay it in any house, or maybe use like an Fe mango, very low, like a 2%. That coconut is like not strong coconut, but it must be there. Pineapple and pineapple needs to be like pretty dominant, and then obviously work on that watered down dairy that we're looking at. So, I mean, I was looking at all the concentrates I had. So, and then I actually looked at. You guys must have seen, Wayne Quick recipe. So I see he used malted milk and yogurt as his sort of dairy base. So I thought, take that base, but just drop it down because malted milk is that really can get funky. So he's using 0.5. As I was thinking, maybe like a 0.3, and then cap creamy yogurt at like also 0.5, and then so that's what I was looking at and work from there. Yeah, but I personally like that mango with a bit of coconut and pineapple, and I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, I like that concept. Any other concept, guys?
Yeah, you could do a mango, lychee, and guava with a bit of orange in the background. So
That's
using the
nice.
orange as a base.
That guava is a
That
difficult
sounds awesome.
one, eh?
Yeah,
But
It sounds awesome.
but it
it
sounds
does
awesome.
sound,
I think Liam, there's this has been, I don't know if you guys have this.
loco.
If you guys have this one,
That's
you know what I mean.
drink. Yeah,
This is when I think tropical. This is what I think of. I don't know. I might be messed up, but you know what this is. I'm gonna just look at the back here. The ingredients here. The fruit juice is from white grape, mango, guava, apple, pineapple, and passion fruit. So it says here also guava, yeah, so passion fruit, apricot, peach, and orange. But what I can taste in here, I'm tasting more mango, guava, and orange.
passion fruit is
And
in
passion
it,
fruit.
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm gonna put down that idea as well.
the mucho loco idea is a good idea.
So
It's pretty sweet as well. Yeah.
so mango, what did I say? Mango,
So
orange.
that's if we totally ditch the dairy idea, you know.
Yeah.
If we ditch dairy, we go straight looking at something like that complex monster, which is the mucho loco. Yeah.
Is there any more concepts?
Well, with tropical stuff, normally to me, you've got either honeydew or a type of papaya. I do not like papaya, so I would rather opt for honeydew. Honeydew, and I mean your typical tropical flavors also includes guava, orange, and yes, the first ones. Coconut also. I mean, with a coconut note, that's your typical tropicals.
Yeah.
So what were you saying there, Deetz, as a concept? So something with a honeydew base, right?
Either a honeydew, but now that's where I wanted to add in the guava. Either a honeydew and guava. Obviously, you would have an orange juice as a base somewhere in there, but not a lot. Otherwise, you have a typical punch type of, or a pog, something familiar to a pog. So you don't want to go there. I mean, that's already been there and it's great. But a honeydew and a guava, or a honeydew and a mango, honeydew just gives that tropical feeling to me. So just working that into any other concept could work, or we could do a honeydew with a mango and a little bit of pink guava, not the sweet guava, because the pink guava has that citrus type of note.
I knew you were gonna say pink guava, Deetz.
It's gonna work. It's tropical
Yeah, it is.
without adding other lemons or more.
The thing is that cap sweet guava is probably the best guava, but
It is.
it can take over that profile and just become harsh. So it's a good idea. So let's work on it.
So there's a couple people in chat also throwing out some ideas. So honeydew and lychees on ice.
Lychee,
Oh yes.
that's nice.
That
Yes.
was from let me just see, Sub Vapes. Thanks, Sub Vapes. I'm putting
Thanks,
it down.
Papa.
Honeydew and lychee.
I think
If the and Cap Sweet Lychee. If we
I
have
think
Freddy.
I think the new Flavora honeydew would actually work, because the Flavora honeydew is really nice, pretty authentic
If
honeydew.
we're gonna use lychee, let's use Frandies because it
Yes,
really
definitely. I'm 100%
Why
on that.
not?
150.
Um,
Two, man.
yeah, it's
Is Frandies is not international, is it?
Yeah,
No,
no.
it's not. But I mean, if we can't do Friendly, then you would need to do a combination of FA and Cap Sweet Lychee. But I would have the Cap Sweet Lychee up and the FA the lower.
PLTK advertises it as Malaysian. If you look on their website, they actually
It has to.
Yeah, they're saying it's Malaysian lychee, so I think it's rebranded. I think it's rebranded. I think it's Malaysian lychee, but
Even if
it's
it's not-
rebranded.
Even if it's not the same exact concentrate, I'm sure there's a Malaysian lychee that fits the same profile. I mean, it's a fresh lychee type of juice, like
Correct,
our
yeah.
liquid fruit. It's that. It's liquid fruit.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's actually, if you buy a Quayle, the flavored water, but buy the lychee version, just lychee version of a Quayle, and that is the concentrate. That's Frandies. Yeah. It's that really in your face, fresh lychee. The only thing with Frandies is that anything above 2% is going to take over any other fruit that you're going to
We'll
put
have a
in.
main lychee note,
You're going to have a full-on lychee note. So
which is good.
yeah, I know, no, it is good. But I mean, if we're going to include things like mango, honeydew, you
Yeah,
guys, papaya, it's going to take over. But Effie mango, I was thinking if we're using a mango, go with Effie mango being, that really ripe mango, something like that. But
Is there any more concept, or have I got all of them now? I think we've got all of them, right?
Have you ever seen those
Richard
on
wants to
cartoons?
say something.
Richard, you go.
For me, the main thing about Tropika is to ask why they put a dairy base in there. And Rudi talked earlier about it being very smooth. For me, the main thing that sets Tropika apart from other fruit juices is that there's no tartness. That is what the milk does, is it cuts all that tartness. So you're left with a fairly artificial flavor. But as Rudi says, it's very smooth, it's very velvety, and there's none of that acidic quality that you normally get in fruit juices. So I don't know if that, I think before making a tropical fruit, one has to decide what do you want to get. Do you want something that's going to be typical fruit juice acidity, or do you want to go the Tropika route and cut it away, have something that's got a bit more body and is a bit smoother?
Well, you can have it. I think you can have a typical fruit juice without having dairy, and it can be smooth without it being tart instead. I mean, something like if you add a banana cream in. Now, there's just something that popped up in my mind was on cartoons they have these fruit hats, which is a full fruit basket, basically with mangoes, oranges, guavas, even grapes and bananas. You always see the bananas. Now that together, the banana specifically would add that smoothness in and take it away from type of an acidic type of an acidic juice. So work in that also can work very well for a tropical note, banana.
What I've done before with fruit mixes is just put like 1/4% of FA fresh cream in, what it does at 0.25%, it doesn't actually give you any taste, but it just smooths everything
It
over.
does, yeah.
That's Rudy's
FA
trick
cream,
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, that's my trick. So this is one comment from my side with that list. Must just be careful that we don't muddle the ingredients if there's too many that we're trying to put together. I think we just need to be careful that it doesn't become a typical church bazaar fruit salad with some cherries on top just to make it look pretty as well. Focus on what the main profile is going to be, and not allow it to too convoluted and messy. So I think Theo's idea, but with that mucho mango, that mucho monster, and or in between the Tropika is a nice idea. But on that monster one, there's a sugar-free version which I had, and the mango part is rather prominent. I think in there when you read the ingredients, the apple juice and the grape juice, it's always just used as the base. You can't really taste it. It's just there to as the body, and then they add the flavorants to that. So it will be the mango or the guava. So some of those flavors that you've mentioned are very strong. So mango, I like the idea with the melon, and somebody mentioned that perhaps wild melon, the Flavora wild melon, and Liam's idea with the melon was also very good. But we must just be careful that we don't throw the whole fruit bowl in there, and I hope for the best.
Yeah, I also think so. Let's before we stop losing the vision, like you're saying there, Rudi. Let's keep it to a 3 fruit mix, maybe 4, maximum 4. The thing about a tropical fruit mix for me is it's something that transcends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the fruits are just so merged together, right, that it transcends to something exotic, and that for me is what a tropical fruit juice really is. You know, but I think like Deetz said, there's a couple of big players, in there from a flavor perspective, like Honeydew, like papaya, like mango, like guava. Those if we have one of those elements in there, we will, we're going to hit that profile, that tropical profile for us, or one or two of those elements in there. So I've got everybody's concepts here. So let's start off with myself and Rudi with the Tropika, right? So which Tropika do we want to think about? Are we thinking about because my favorite one, and I think one of the first ones was the peach and orange, right? What throws me a little bit about that one is, it's just 2 ingredients.
Yeah.
It's a little bit simple.
Well, simple is nice, but so if you can do a peach juicy and iffy mango, but it might be a bit thin, perhaps with a bit of FA cream. But I'm not sure if those 2 are strong enough to stand out.
Yeah, you can do the orange dream bar, right?
Yeah.
For the orange and the cream, that will, that has got that tropical vibe to it. And then you just add the peach. So what peach were you saying? FLV?
No, peach juicy, TPA peach juicy. That's because that it's got that peachy taste. It's got that very familiar peachy taste. I mean, there are more authentic peaches, but I think for this application, peach juicy is probably the best call.
But do you taste the peach juicy? Because sometimes you've got to go really high on peach juicy. Peach juicy you use more to layer another peach, or sometimes you're layering a few other fruits, like I don't know, like a berry, and then you're putting, like, even strawberries, you use peach juicy. Peach juicy, I don't know, I don't really taste it. Yeah.
What about throwing in some TFA Nectarine?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. But like I've tried Cap, I think it's Cap Yellow Peach, and there you're getting that more like fresher type of peach. Juicy is there just to give it that lift. But I know in most of the mixes that I've done, my peach juicy is like never anything above, like below, like 4%, yeah, 5%.
Yeah, I think what Richard also says is important here, because we've got two harsh things, well, generally harsh things, orange and peach, and now we're talking about nectarine here as well. I'm not sure if that nectarine can read as harsh, but maybe, this mix, the tartness or that bitterness from the oranges and the peach, might just be a little bit too much. I've got the concept down here. Let's test it out, right? Before we actually can it. So are we settling with Flavor West Orange Dream, FA Peach Juicy for now, and TFA Nectarine?
Sounds good.
Sounds good, yeah.
Okay, so what percentages you guys reckon? So for the Dream Bar, I think you can actually push the Dream Bar a little bit higher.
What orange concentrate you said you're going to use?
Orange Dream Bar.
Orange Dream Bar, okay.
Let me just check here. I can't remember what I did in my testing. Let's see what they say on all the flavors.
Just over 4 is the average. 4.2.
That's an Orange Dream Bar, eh?
Yeah. It's not, yeah.
So shall we put in 3.5, or shall we start out because there's 3 fruits in here?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay, 3.5. Then FA Peach Juicy. Now, considering we've already got the Orange Dream Bar in there.
Are you using FA Peach Juicy or TFA?
Oh, excuse me.
TFA, yeah.
What did I say there? TFA.
FA. No, you said FA. Yeah. I think we're using TFA. Yeah.
So, is the peach juicy or the peach note in this? Is it going to be balanced, or is it going to be heavier on the orange or the peach?
I personally think it's going to be heavier on the orange, not going to be heavy on the peach. Yeah. If you're going to say something like a yellow peach, then you or Flavora peach, yeah.
Flavora peach is more to what this profile's peach is like to me.
Yeah.
Not as harsh. It's a soft peach.
Shall we go with Flavora, guys? Because I'm also quite sensitive to peaches. So, what do you guys think? Should we go with Flavora?
What does Flavora? What percentage is you like average?
I think like 1% of Flavora.
Yeah, it's a strong one, like most of the Flavoras.
FLV peach, and let's go 1% there, right? And then TFA Nectarine, Mr. Sherlock Ohms, what do you reckon? We've got 3.5 in of Orange Dream Bar already.
As a support for the other peach, you're looking at using it quite low, to be honest. I think you're looking at about 1.5%, just to support that Flavora peach. Just add a little bit of depth to it.
So, what do you reckon? 0.5.
About 1.5%, I think, is right for that one for the TFA Nectarine, because it's not an overly strong flavor, but it should work quite well with 1% Flavora peach.
Awesome. So we're done with that concept, guys.
Okay, so Orange Dream was Flavor West. Okay.
I'm worried about this, the orange cream bar versus the orange cream. I think the orange cream, the TFA orange cream is better. I think maybe we can try both.
Okay, I'll create a variant of that for you.
Yeah, I'm just worried on.
A good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go with TFA Orange Cream as another variant of this Tropika. Okay.
Good. And a bit of cream you've got in there.
So what are we going to do with that one? Are we going to go in? I think it's also about 4%, 3.5, 4% for that one.
Yes. Well, no, about 3. No more than 3 for the orange cream.
Okay, gotcha.
Does it not have a bit of an ice cream note to it?
Mm-mm.
Doesn't it? Okay.
Mm-mm.
No.
Are we looking at
That's
original
not that creamy.
TFA orange cream
Yeah.
or orange cream bar?
Orange cream.
Okay, that's the no-fly one.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the little bits.
Okay, so the next one, guys, if you're ready, is Liam's Mango Lychee Guava. Let's start off with the easy one, mango.
Effie.
Yeah, that's easy.
It's
Yeah.
an easy one, right? The only other one I would think of is raw yellow mango, you know, slightly drier, which is not what we want here because it's going to be a fruit juice. We want juicy, and Effie is juicy. So it's
Yeah.
kind of an easy choice.
Yeah.
Liam, what do you reckon?
The FE one I've never actually used. I've heard from quite a few people that it's really good. I don't even know if it's one that I can actually get. What I was thinking of was possibly using Rekka Sexy Mango if we're going to be putting some cooling in anyway.
Okay. So I'm going to make 2 variants, right? One with FE mango, and then one with Sexy Mango. Sexy Mango is what is it called again, Mohammed?
I think it's Reka Juicy, isn't it? Reka Juicy Mango?
Yeah, it's juicy mango and yellow mango. The sexy mango is the first one.
Juicy. No, it's
Juicy.
mango juicy and then mango ripe.
Mm.
So I don't know which one is most sexier.
No, sexy is the ripe one. Hey, sexy is definitely the ripe one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go with. I'm just going to put it down as Reka Sexy Mango.
So that would be mango juicy, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So let's go look at the FE version. If this is going to be a mango, lychee, and guava mix, what lychee are we going to put in here?
Come on, Deetz, let's say it.
I was thinking cap sweet.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go cap sweet, you have to add a little bit of FA, at least 0.5% of FA. Otherwise, it's not going to be a full enough on profile of the lychee. Thanks to Rudi.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what am I looking at here? Cap sweet
What
mango?
is-
Cap sweet lychee.
What is the what can Liam get that's similar to Friendlies?
No, there's nothing, eh?
Nothing.
No, the only other guava that I think is really good is the Vape Train one.
Oh, are you talking about lychee or guava?
Lychee. Yeah.
Lychee, Flavora Lychee. Someone was saying in chat earlier. I think Papa Chigley was saying Flavora Lychee is very, very good.
Has anybody got access to that?
No.
No? Has anybody else tried it out in this group?
No.
Papa Chigley, we're probably going to need your help, to try this out. This combination. So, you have to be here next week and tell us what it's like. But I'll create the variant of that for you over here. So we're going to go with.
I've actually tested Flavora Lychee. I just had to call up my notes now on it.
What is your note saying?
Well, I had at 1%. It's strong lychee with a very slight rose-like floral to it in the background, but more of a syrupy lychee than a fresh one.
Okay, that could be useful.
See, Friendlies there's that fresh lychee. It's pretty much it's Friendlies is like ripe mango, just a lychee version, and it's super concentrated. Yeah. So I don't know if we can get a placeholder for that.
I'm also down for placeholder there. So I'm thinking let's stick with the cap sweet lychee. Somebody please test out this Flavora lychee with FE mango for us. If you can, Papa Chigley, if you've got that, please check that out for us. But cap sweet lychee, what were we going to add with it? Is it FA?
FA lychee at half.
Or even lower.
Okay, and then guava, guys. This is a big deal. What guava are we gonna put in here?
There's really only two.
Doesn't like
There's only two.
Cap, sweet guava, and
Catch
pink
me guava and pink.
Yeah,
That's it.
Deetz, we like the same stuff here, man.
That
Good
grapefruit
taste.
note, that grapefruit note and pink guava could actually be useful here. What do you think?
I like this mango guava lychee. I think this can work.
Mm.
And put some ice in it, yeah.
Liam, what do you think? Have you tested out pink guava?
Yeah, I really like that pink guava. It's really nice. I do quite like that little bit of bitterness that it's got from it, like the grapefruit note.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go with Deetz and Mohammed on this and say that it's going to have to be the pink guava in there as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Guava.
Deetz,
It's not. I don't think it's as harsh as like cap sweet guava, because like we said, that's two good guavas.
I'm vaping guava now.
Okay.
This has actually got sweet guava and pink guava in a recipe.
Is that just full on guava, Deetz?
Yeah, this is like a. It's called guava love, man.
Guava.
This is some love for the guava.
I'm gonna get that recipe from you later.
It's not anywhere. That's the thing. It's my own personal taste. But we'll talk, man.
I know.
Yeah, are you gonna share that pink guava recipe of yours?
I might. I might.
Guava lab.
Guava.
Okay, so let's talk about the percentages over here. I'm gonna use Effie mango.
3.
Okay, let's go with 3%. Cap
Yeah.
sweet lychee.
2.
FA lychee. This is gonna be low.
5.
What you said? 0.5.
5.
Yeah, we'll go
5%.
Yeah.
0.5.
very floral.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Floral.
Yeah, that FA one does get very, very floral.
Then so FLV pink guava.
1. Well, even half. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the average user is about what? Just under 1.
0.75.
Yeah.
0.75.
Sherlock Holmes coming out with the science here.
And some
0.7.
WS23.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think who was talking about it? Was it Papa Chigley or was it Subbase? But somebody was saying WS23. Oh, it was Papa Chigley. Yeah, we'll definitely, once we move over into testing, which is going to be the next episode, we'll definitely start looking at the sweetener and the coolant. But first of all, we need to get the pairings right. See what works first before we get too complex and start messing with the sweetness and the coolants.
So if we had to do Deetz and my idea of the other lychee, Frandies, we drop cap sweet and drop FA and just put Frandies at like 1.5 because we don't want it to be too lychee dominant. What do you think, Deetz?
I would go for 2, man. I like Lychee.
Yeah, I know.
But 1.5 could work for people. I mean, you don't want it to take over, as you mentioned.
Correct,
Where with me, if it's Lychee, it's full on Lychee. So 1.5 could work.
Yeah.
So I'm
So I
creating a
think
variant
we'll-
for that Frandy. So we're
that
not going to
really-
add any FA then, right? We're just doing
And-
Frandy lychee.
Yeah.
And no cap sweet as well. So you're just putting 1 lychee at 1.5.
Okay, I've
I
got it
would
down.
actually try 2.
Or 2.
Dude, if I could choose, I would make it 6 or 5.
There you go.
6 would be
No, I'm
awesome.
kidding. I'm kidding.
You can do that too. Let's do that too.
Yeah,
Because you never
feels
know.
better. Thank you.
Yeah,
But
there's a massive debate about these freaking lychees. Now, Papa Chigley is saying, listen here, you need to try the combo of FLV lychee and sweet lychee.
Sweet,
But
yeah.
we probably have to check that out as well.
Well, just listening to Liam's notes on FLV Lychee, it sounds pretty close to what FA Lychee is to me, with that florally note mentioned that he had. So it might be similar to what FA is doing, but I'll see if we can get it, and then we'll try it. I don't actually think we've got FLV Lychee. Let me check with BLCK.
All right, so let's move over to the next concept, which is Mohammed's mango cocoa pine, which, you know, I like it. I like the sound of it.
Inawera pineapple.
Mango cocoa pine. It
Black
feels like something
yeah.
I would drink on like an island. Can I have some mango cocoa pine?
Yeah. Mango cocoa pine. Black doesn't have FLV Lychee.
I'm not finding it either.
Yeah, they don't have. They've got. No, sorry, they do. They do.
Where?
It's there, first page.
Problem loading page.
It's first page. It's 2 up from Rudi's one shot. No, 3 up, or 4 up. Yeah, it's somewhere there.
So with the
Oh, I got it. They have
you
it.
got it.
We'll get it. Yes,
Okay.
we'll get it. I've added it. God.
Lychee lovers, don't worry. Deetz has got your back. He's gonna get FLV and he's gonna test out that combo for you guys. Thanks, Papa Chigley. So Mohammed, mango cocoa pine. What mango were you thinking?
I was thinking FE as well, but so the mango and the pineapple
Inawera pineapple.
needs to be that juicy,
Golden pineapple.
yeah, that juicy ripe note.
I think you'll need a mix of at least two. One being Inawera and the other one being Cap Golden.
Golden, yeah.
I would even go as far to add the third one, TFI, but I mean, that's now you're going for full-on pineapple. So just the two could work.
Can you guys get the Vape Train Sugar Loaf?
Let me check.
I don't think so.
Yes. I was searching for Vape Train pineapple, and the only thing that popped up was Sugar Loaf. I was like, but this isn't pineapple. Yes, we can. Sugar Loaf pineapple.
Yeah, it's really, really sweet, juicy pineapple.
Yeah.
As in fruit juice or candy or cooked pineapple?
Fruit juice.
Good. Thank you.
Good. Awesome. So what percentage, Liam? What percentage would make it not too dominant over the mango? So I was thinking that mango and pineapple pretty much must be like 50% each in terms of its flavor, like, you know, and then the coconut needs to be constantly there, but not too like in your face, if you get what I mean. If you have a cocoa pine kind of drink, you know, you don't get that you're getting a lot of pineapple, but that coconut is just there, you know.
Yeah, right. I've got for the Sugarloaf pineapple, fresh, sweet, and juicy pineapple with a little bit of flesh as well.
Okay.
And a very mild acidity at the end. Looking at, it's got to be pushed up quite high, so I'd say probably around 3%. Should give you a solid background note.
And then what are we going to do with the FE mango? We're going to hit 3% as well. You know, well, probably because it's going to have a coconut in it. I think we have to pump it. You know, I think we need to crank it to about 4.
To about 4.
Which coconut are we going with?
Yeah, I think Richard needs to tell us here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Richard, coconut is your jam, right, Mr. Coconut?
See, I was thinking about Richard.
Flavora sweet. Otherwise, if you want to go for more, you know, again, more that Tropika vibe, GFA coconut candy.
Yeah, I like that coconut candy.
I like that.
It's going to be, you know, what do you think, Deetz? I mean, excuse me, Liam, about that? Using the coconut candy in there rather than sweet.
Coconut candy is one I haven't really played with, but when I go for coconuts, normally my usual go-to combo is the Flavora Sweet with FA.
Okay.
I get the sweet coconut flesh from the Flavora, and then the coconut milk from the FA.
Shall we do that, guys? Because you know, then we kind of we kind of also back to that Tropika, vibe there. I think a little bit of a dairy or a cream behind a coconut could work very well.
Can you repeat it? What did you say? So it's Provora, sweet coconut, and coconut candy.
FA cream. What is it? FA?
FA coconut.
FA coconut.
Okay.
I'm not sure if Richard agrees, because I know he does like his coconut. So, what do you think of that combo, Richard?
That's a good combo. That's quite a standard kind of combo. You'll find that in quite a lot of recipes. It's fine for me. I just thought the coconut candy, because it moves it more in that sort of not a. I mean, I don't even know if we're going for this, but it moves it more into that not, more of a kid's fruit juice rather than an adult acidic fruit juice. So, one can go either way. I mean, one could even take coconut candy with FA or Flavora coconut with sweet coconut with coconut candy. So, I mean,
the coconut candy with FA also sounds good. Yeah.
Those three, you can shift them around, put them in different combinations. Look, the Flavora sweet coconut and the FA will work, definitely. So, it's just, what is it that we are aiming for? I mean,
yeah, because I think it has to be sweet, So I'm leaning towards what Richard is saying here with coconut candy. It's a more prominent note, but it's really gonna sell that beverage and not just taste like a mix of fruits.
Yeah.
So just go over those two again. What you said?
Go for the TFA. Go for the TFA coconut candy then. If that's the type of profile.
Shall we mix that with FLV sweet coconut?
Yeah. That'll be a good mix.
Okay. So we said FE at 4%, VTA Sugarloaf at 3%. The sweet coconut we can probably go pretty low on from FLV. What do you guys think?
Half or 0.3.
Yeah, I normally use a pretty much max of like 1%. So you could go in at 0.5% and possibly 2% for the coconut candy, or is that a bit too high for that one?
Yeah, a bit too high. It's quite hectic, eh? Yeah, I would say let's start with 1.5 or even 1. Let's start with 1%.
Yeah.
Half and 1, yeah.
All right. The next concept here, so we're done with that one. Next concept here was Deetz was just mentioning this. I don't know if this is a concept on its own, but Honeydew and Guava. So we pretty much we've got that idea in Liam's mango lychee guava, and yeah.
Look, no, what I mentioned, none of that was actually a concept. I was just going at mentioning the list of tropical flavors. But I mean, if I would pick a concept that I actually typed out while we were all discussing this, I would go with honeydew, pink guava, sweet guava, banana cream, mango, and maybe mandarin, but maybe not. I don't think mandarin is needed. So banana cream and the honeydew is the main things I'm after, and then maybe a guava or a mango or both. So that's the ones I mentioned. This is probably something I'm going to mix on my own with the honeydew combination of guava, banana cream, and mango.
All right.
I don't know what you guys think might not work there, so I think that's a bit much. So.
No, I think we've pretty much taken what, yeah, we've taken what you've said and we've incorporated it into the recipes here. Another thing Richard also said was tartness, right? So if we're going to go the Tropika route, we need to make sure that the tartness isn't there whatsoever. So that's what we're going to look for when we do the testing, right?
So we can keep it simple and go honeydew and banana cream. Maybe
is it the honeydew version 1? TFA honeydew version 1?
It doesn't say version. It just says honeydew with 2 stars, which I think is a no flyer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it must be version 1. So just TFA, honeydew, TFA, and banana cream. I mean, how simple is that? Maybe mandarin. The guava I want in also, but I mean, as Steve mentioned, we've used guava now in most recipes.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I'm down for a little bit of guava and
Me
anything.
too. Me
So
too.
put it in there.
Yeah,
What about throwing in a bit of raspberry?
No. That doesn't work in my mind.
Okay.
Just making sure you're awake, Deetz.
So, okay, let's see. TFA Honeydew. Deetz, what do you think percentage-wise there?
2,
Okay, and then banana cream, you can push that to
3.
3, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and then FLV guava.
The pink guava I would have at 1.5. If it's going to be in combination with sweet guava, maybe a little bit less. But 1.5 I would say for the pink.
Okay, cool. All right, so are we done with that concept as well? Then the final concept here is mango, orange, passion fruit, and guava. So that's quite a bit, right? But there's a lot of tropical stuff in there.
Is that the Mocho Loco?
That's Mocho Loco.
Okay.
So I'm tasting this now. The passion fruit is there, but the guava is like the passion fruit is there, but the mango is more like a juice. I think FE mango again.
Yeah.
What's the main note? The passion fruit. I haven't had it, so I'm not sure. Is the main note the passion fruit or
mango and passion fruit? That's
mango and passion fruit is definitely at the top.
Mango and passion fruit.
I think the difficult thing comes in. Let's talk about the passion fruit because I've tried FA passion fruit and it's too thin. You know what I mean? It feels
too
like
harsh.
Yeah, and if you push it, it becomes harsh. So what passion fruit will we use here? We'll throw that out to chat as well.
I'm not sure if you guys can get them, but the Vape Train passion fruit and yellow passion fruit combo with those two.
I used in an old recipe FA passion fruit.
Passion fruit Vape Train with we got it on black.
Do we?
Yeah, the yellow passion is really nice, and it's got that real passion fruit. It doesn't have that florally vibe to it like the FA has. The FA is really astringent, whereas the Vape Train yellow passion is really, really nice. It's smooth, it's authentic.
Yellow passion fruit. It's just saying passion fruit. So is there a difference?
Yeah, there's two. They got passion fruit, which is the purple passion fruit, so the slightly sweeter one, and then you've got the yellow, which is the slightly more acidic one. Normally,
I think we've got the normal one now.
Okay, so Julia Sue is talking about WF Wonder Flavors passion fruit. Has anybody tried that?
Nope. I heard about it. Heard it's good.
Okay, Julia, we're going to need some of your help here to mix up that combo with FE mango and WF passion fruit. So if you can check that combination out and see how it works as a juice, because of course it's a tropical fruit juice we're looking for. Then let us know. We're going to start testing on the next episode. So this is just concepts. Then for this Muchos Loco, so if we want to balance out that VTA yellow passion with 3% FE mango, I actually want to push that mango a little bit harder. You know what I mean? Maybe 3.5. How much VTA yellow passion would we want to put in to balance out with the FE mango?
About 2.5. I'm just looking online. So I used it at 2, and it came out very nice. But also the combo with both the passion fruit and the yellow passion. Liam, what does your note say?
For the yellow passion fruit or the regular passion fruit?
Yellow. 2. But that's heavy. I don't know if it will dominate.
Yeah, the main flavor 2 to 3%. If we want her as a background, I'd drop her in at like 1.25.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to use VTA yellow passion and just see how that goes. The orange in here, okay. I'm thinking I'm leaning towards a blood orange rather than just a normal orange. But if we're going to go with normal orange, then it's going to be FA blood orange for me.
Or Flavor West.
Yeah, or Flavor West. Because it's a juice, we might want to think about FLV blood orange.
Yeah.
What about FA Royal Orange?
I don't know that one. Tell us about it, Rich.
I haven't tried it, but apparently it's the most orange juice-ish of the. The others are oranges. Royal Orange is an orange juice.
That could work really well in here because that's, this is very balanced. So I can taste the orange in there for sure. So I don't think a citrus note is going to work that well. I need an orange juice note in here, right?
In Nuera, Shisha is very strong orange, but that can take over the recipe very quickly.
The problem
But
is
it's very strong and nice.
If that mango is quite prominent and you put in a blood orange, I mean, blood orange doesn't take any prisoners. It wants to fight with basically everything that it's worth. So I'm thinking if you go in royal orange, you just got to take that orange note down where your orange is actually supporting the mango rather than, fighting with it.
Yeah, we've got Graham and Folkart from the Develop team in the chat. Welcome, guys. They're probably thinking, what the fuck are we doing with doing a developed show on TV? Let's just say that the developed is the pioneers of team mixing. For everybody that had questions about this, but what happened is because we had that mix off with DIY Down Under, we just fell in love with the idea of mixing as a team. So a lot of our shows in the past has been a lot of preparation or prep shows that require a lot of prep. And this is the way that we thought we can just get, put out time, get together and mix together. So thank you very much for pioneering that concept, and it really works well. So welcome, guys. Welcome in chat. Then FA Royal Orange, guys. So Richard, what are you thinking? If we're doing 3.5% FE Mango and 2.5 VTA Yellow Passion, to just bring an orange juice note in there, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, that Royal Orange is rather potent, and it can dominate, as Richard said. So pretty low, I would imagine. Maybe 0.75, 1% max. It's just my suggestion from using it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. I've got that in there, and then the guava. I'm leaning for this. Because there's already we can use pink guava in here, and then because it's got that grapefruit note in there, we can sell it like a citrus, right? So that might be useful, but I'm leaning towards sweet guava. What's it? Cap sweet guava.
Yeah, that passion fruit is already a little bit acidic, so I'm not sure whether we want to throw any more acidity with the orange in there as well. So the Cap Sweet Guava might be the better choice.
Mr. Guava Man, Deetz, what do you think?
Cap Sweet Guava, definitely.
And how much percentage you reckon? Because
it depends on your tolerance for guava, because Cap specifically can get very strong, which in my opinion can be very delicious if you love a guava. But then again, people with the expectance of a guava mix in something would want it at probably half of what I would have it. So probably around the 2 or 3% mark, because it's in a mix and you don't want it in the front. 3. Liam says 3. Yeah, I'm with you. 2 or 3. 3 is good. I mean, it's sweet there. It gives you everything. It doesn't get harsh there. Not in my opinion, but I mean, people have different.
I'm gonna start with 2.5. I'll test this one. Okay, guys, we pretty much done with all the concepts here, right? Now, we need to, of course, we need to mix these up, and for the next show, we're gonna do live testing. and we'll just do notes on the show. So now I just want to, look at who's going to be mixing up what. So the first concept that we had for Rudi was, Rudi and myself were thinking about a Tropika. That was the Orange Dream Bar, Flavora Peach, and TFA Nectarine. Who's going to mix that up?
I've got it also. I can do with pleasure.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So I'm going to put Rudi's name here. There's another version of this, which is TFA Orange Cream, FLV Peach, and TFA Nectarine. So the orange cream is the difference here. I don't have TFA Nectarine, but I've got orange cream.
I've got all of those as well. I don't know if I've got the peach. Is it Flavora Peach?
Yes, you should have it, right? No?
Yeah,
you should have it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm putting Rudi's name here. Okay, so the one we did for Liam, which is FE Mango, Cap Sweet Lychee, FA Lychee, and FLV Pink Guava. Liam, you can't mix up this version, right?
Give me a sec. Let me just check on chefs. If chefs have actually got the FE Mango, I should be able to do
it. What's the other name? It's Flavor Express. But it's also something else. Somebody in chat, help us out here. Super concentrate. Isn't it super concentrate? SC or something like that? SC mango?
Yeah, I can get the FE Mango from chefs.
Do it.
So I can mix that one up and the other version as well.
Liam, I'm going to then also do this one with you, right? Because I've also got all of those as well.
I want to try the version with
Brandy, me too. I'm capturing as we're going.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So this version
Yes.
is going to be Deetz and it's going to be Deetz and Muhammad.
Mo.
Mo, is it okay if we just call you Mo? M-O?
Yeah, that's fine.
No way.
All right.
We got to try this Brandy's together.
Definitely. What's the mango add to?
Eh?
The mango, I'll put everything in the
Okay.
description, and I'll give everything out. I've been capturing everything here.
Cool.
So the other so this concept here, this was for Muhammad. This was the mango cocoa pine, right? And the one we've got here is FE mango 4%, VTA sugar loaf pine, FLV sweet coconut, and TFA coconut candy.
Candy, yeah.
Who's got all of that?
I can do that if I get the sugar loaf from Black, which is in my cart. So add me on that one and I'll get it.
I can do that one as well because I'm picking up the FE Mango. I just grabbed the coconut candy as well. So
Yeah, I'm gonna try grab the VT, and because we'll pick up the FE Mango, and then the TFA is easy. So
Well, Moe knows I've been looking for a good pineapple for a while now. So
yeah,
both have for the same reason. But
I haven't tried that VT pineapple, so
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
also going to mix up this one, guys. I'm just going to get that VTA sugarloaf pine and just see what happens. So we never spoke about Molenberry for the pine. I don't know if we forgot about it.
the funky pineapple.
I
Yeah.
haven't tested it, but it smells like it could work also.
Yeah, I tested it. As I think I mentioned in the group, it has that it's a mix between a fake pineapple and a fresh pineapple. For me, it is more of an artificial pineapple taste, nice and sweet. So I think in this profile, it may work very well if you've got it.
Okay, so I'm going to also just create another variation of this. And we'll go with funky pineapple as well. Molenberry funky pineapple. What are we going to do with this one, Rudi?
I can mix most of them. So I'll probably mix all of them anyway. So
2% maybe for funky pineapple?
Yeah, I think 3% was the max. I think Concrete Notes was 3%. From 4% onwards, it gets a metallic taste. So 3% is good.
Okay, 3%. Let's hit it. Okay, so I've put. I don't think Mo will be able to mix this up. Liam, have you got funky pineapple?
Yeah, I've got that one.
So I'll put your name against that one if that's okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Then Deetz's one here was TFA Honeydew, TFA Banana Cream, and FLB Pink Guava. So Deetz,
That
you're
one
gonna
might actually work with a little bit of sweet guava as well.
Mm.
I mean, just to give it a little bit more sweetness. And I mean, it's only 3 so far. So I might try 2 variations of that.
Okay.
I'll mix that one.
Okay, cool. I don't have TFA Honeydew, so I'm not gonna do that one. I might have it actually. I'll check. I'll put my name here just for in case. Okay, and then on my concept here with mango, orange, passion fruit, guava, it's FE mango, VTA yellow passion, FA royal orange, and cap sweet guava. So I'll put my name there. Is any takers on that one?
I'm first rule on a few of those, I think.
Run by those concentrates again, sorry.
FE mango, VTA yellow passion, FA royal orange, and cap sweet guava.
Yeah, the passion and the royal orange, I'm out.
Yeah, I can mix that one.
Okay, so myself and Liam. Okay, guys, I've got everything captured pretty much. So we've come to the end of the show. Yeah. Anything else?
Some babe says funky pineapple and the VTA sugar loaf pineapple combo works.
Works well. Okay.
So we could also try that if I get it.
Thanks, Sub Vapes. We'll definitely go check that out.
Will do.
So yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to put all these combinations in the description of this video. Everybody that's been out in chat, that's been helping us, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. So I think what we need to do is we're going to put this out in chat, out on the description of the video. And then, you guys can pick one of these concepts, mix it up. And in the next show, we're going to test these out live. And as we go through the list, when it comes to that one, you can just post your comments of what you found and if it works and if it doesn't. I think what we'll start doing in our next show when we do the live testing, it will help us narrow down what really worked and what didn't work that well. So we'll probably come out with maybe 2 or 3 winners, out of these conceptual mixes that we'll test out now. We'll mix up and test out now for the next show.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Before we go, guys, please go to somebody. If Deetz, can you just put the Mixologist Facebook group link inside chat for us? Go and check out the Mixologist group if you're not part of it, guys. And go and join. This is the biggest DIY South African group. A lot of international people in there. I would love to see your recipes and comments in there. Couple of channels I wanted to shout out is Daytime Frank. His show is up next, so please come and join us in Mixing in the Kitchen. I think that's on in the next maybe 40 minutes. So yeah, come and join us there. Fresho 3, lots of good content there. Live mixing shows as well. A fun show to be part of. DIY Down Under, go and check out their Facebook group as well. I forgot to say, Daytime Frank has now created a Mixing in the Kitchen Facebook group. Daytime Frank, I'm not sure if you've got a wrench, but if you do, you can just pop your Facebook group in the chat as well. And then the pioneers of group mixing live, Develop, go and check out their channel. This is a very cool concept, guys, and we really like it, and it's a fun way of mixing because it gets the community together, right? And then tonight, later on, is the Mixin Vixens, and this is going to be the Fresho 3. I think the Fresho 3 and Shindo, I think maybe Folkart as well. They're going to be testing out the Vixen recipe. So it's a Vixen roast, so please go and check out that. All right, guys, if there's any other concepts that you find, especially for the guys that that are watching the replay of this, any other concepts that come to mind or that inspired you, please put that in comments below. If something really cool comes up there, we can definitely mix it up. So we'll keep an eye out on the comments. But thank you so much for watching the show, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Cheers, guys.
Good.
Cheers.
Thanks all.
Bye.